Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Immigration Law Made Easy with Attorney Hillary. I'm going to talk to you today about something I'm super pumped about, and that is nurses and physical therapists who can get their green card, get on the path to their green card through something called Scheduled A because your employer is petitioning for you and because you are a physical therapist or a professional nurse. The baseline of all employment-based immigration is the U.S. government doesn't want immigrants to steal Americans' jobs or for immigrants to drive down the prevailing wages, to drive wages down. That said, immigration in the United States has already recognized that there is a severe shortage of physical therapists and a severe shortage of professional nurses, registered nurses. So what that means is you get to cut the line, like the process, that's usually a 3-step process. You jump right to Section 2, and you don't have to advertise the position publicly in newspapers and things like that. And instead, you do these 5 steps. So here they are. First, you have to extend a full-time permanent employment offer to this person. So to the immigrant who's coming to you, or if you are that person, you have to have a full-time permanent employment offer. If you're in an at-will state, like I'm here in Arizona, it's an at-will state, just a job offer for 40 hours a week, or really, depending on what state you're in, sometimes it's over 32 hours a week can be considered full-time. It doesn't have to say this is permanent. It's just that it's on a contract that has a date at the end of it. You have to have that job offer in addition to obviously being a physical therapist or a professional nurse. And next, for physical therapists and nurses, you need to be offered in this job offer a prevailing wage. This is determined by the U.S. government, so it's all based on where you live and the type of job that you have and the type of qualifications that you have. So if you're a physical therapist who lives here in Phoenix, Arizona, we would look at a specific code that it has for physical therapists in Maricopa County, Arizona, to determine what the range is. There will be 4 different price points of ranges for the prevailing wage based on your experience and the experience that they're offering or that they're recruiting for, that they're hiring for. I want to pause here and just note that you don't actually have to already be working in this place, but most people are already working in the hospital or the mental health facility or the other places where you might need to be employed as a physical therapist or a nurse. You're probably already working there, but if you're not and you simply have the job offer and you're kind of doing the offer and acceptance of negotiation, it's really important for you to talk to them about, I really want to do this perm process. It's really easy for you. It's very, very low effort and very low investment, but I will have to be paid the prevailing wage, which we believe is blank. You can look these things up online. It's very easy to do. Next, you have to post the position. You get a little piece of paper, thumbtack, post it in your break room. If you are a company that has multiple sites, we have to do something a little bit different, but it's the equivalent of posting it in your break room for, I think it's 10 days, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. And that's it. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. Next, we fill out a form I-140. It's a very short form. You sign it and we file it. That's that. The investment is usually about $2,500 from the employer, $2,500 from the employee, and then filing fees of about $3,500. And the employee can pay the $2,500 for as the employer, you can pay the $5,000. Actually, I'm just going to cut all the costs. We're going to push pause on here. Don't start talking about money. My friends, I hope that you see that this process is short, it's sweet, it's to the point, and it's super easy for your employer to do. Not a whole lot of work, even with me as an immigration lawyer, making this happen for you. We draft everything and take care of it. And so I hope that if someone is employed with you and they have DACA and they show you that this is a great pathway for them to be able to get their green card, that you will not only consider it, but you will help them out, which is going to be so awesome. And if you have DACA and you are wanting to go forward with this path, I hope this emboldens you to have a conversation with your employer, to know that this is a pathway forward for you. And if you have DACA and you are considering switching fields, I highly recommend switching a field and looking at the physical therapist or a nurse profession if you are inclined to help people in this way, because it could be a very simple, straightforward pathway for you to move forward and get your residency. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you later.